Welcome back to Facts Overdose. Get ready to feel the fever of sun. If you are new here, then subscribe and become a part of our family. We upload daily amazing videos for you. The number one fact will blow your mind. To know more about it, watch till end. And comment down which fact did you love the most. Without any further delay, let's step up to the sun. Our solar system began around 4.5 billion years ago as a huge cloud of gas and dust called a solar nebula. This solar nebula rotated and created a gravity that was so intense that it collapsed. It continued to spin fast and faster and then flattened into a disk shape. A majority of the material was pulled into the center to form the sun, and its mass accounts for 99.8% of the mass of our entire solar system. Most of the sun is made up of helium and hydrogen. While we might think of our sun as absolutely huge, it is an average size when compared to other stars. It will eventually run out of energy and begin to die. The sun is all the colors mixed together. This appears white to our eyes. The sun is a main sequence G2V star, or yellow dwarf. Over 1 million Earths could fit inside the sun. If you were to fill a hollow sun with spherical Earths, somewhere around 960,000 would fit inside. However, if you squashed those Earths to ensure there was no wasted space, then you could fit 1,300,000 Earths inside the sun. The surface area of the sun is 11,990 times that of Earth. The energy created by the sun's core is nuclear fusion. This huge amount of energy is produced when 4 hydrogen nuclei are combined into one helium nucleus. Light from the sun reaches Earth in around 8 minutes. The sun is almost a perfect sphere. Considering the sheer size of the sun, there is only a 10 kilometers difference in its polar and equatorial diameters. This makes it the closest thing to a perfect sphere observed in nature. The atmosphere of the sun is composed of 3 layers: the photosphere, the chromosphere, and the corona. The sun generates solar winds. These are ejections of plasma, extremely hot charged particles that originate in the layer of the sun known as the corona, and they can travel through the solar system at up to 450 kilometers per second. The sun rotates in the opposite direction to Earth, with the sun rotating from west to east instead of east to west like Earth. The sun travels at 220 kilometers per second. The sun is 24,000 to 26,000 light years from the galactic center. It takes the sun 225 to 250 million years to complete an orbit of the center of the Milky Way. The sun has a very strong magnetic field. Magnetic energy released by the sun during magnetic storms causes solar flares. We see these as sunspots. In sunspots, the magnetic lines twist and they spin, much like a tornado would on Earth. The distance from the sun to Earth changes throughout the year. This is because the Earth travels on an elliptical orbit around the sun. The distance between the two bodies varies from 147 to 152 million kilometers. The outer atmosphere is hotter than the surface. The surface of the sun reaches temperatures of 6,000 Kelvin. But this is actually much less than the sun's atmosphere. Above the surface of the sun is a region of the atmosphere called the chromosphere, where temperatures can reach 100,000 Kelvin. But that's nothing. There's an even more distant region called the corona, which extends to a volume even larger than the sun itself. Temperatures in the corona can reach 1 million Kelvin. While our sun does not have an official scientific name, it does have another common name: Sol. This name originates from the ancient Romans god of the sun, Sol. This alternate name is where we get the term solar system, which literally means system of the sun. Because of the sun's huge influence on Earth, many early cultures saw the sun as a deity or god. For example, ancient Egyptians had a sun god called Ra, while in Aztec mythology there is a sun god named Tenochtitlan. One day the sun will consume the Earth. The sun will continue to burn for about 130 million years after it burns through all of its hydrogen, instead burning helium. During this time it will expand to such a size that it will engulf Mercury, Venus, and Earth. When it reaches this point, it will have become a red giant star. The sun will eventually be about the size of Earth. Once the sun has completed its red giant phase, it will collapse. Its huge mass will be retained, but it will have a volume similar to that of Earth. When that happens, it will be known as a white dwarf. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If I am not wrong, you guys have become too hot to handle because of the sun. Even though, hold on in your space suits because this ride of space has lot more to explore. In this adventurous space ride, we are going to explore all the planets and many stars. Nad make a playlist of it. Check the playlist link in the description. We will meet you on the Mercury. Until then, stay tuned.